US President Donald Trump imposed a 25% tariff on Canada. Let's talk about it.
Putting the tariff of 25% on Canada.
We have a tremendous deficit with Canada. We're not going to have that anymore. We can't do it. I don't know if it's good for them.
In the dictionary today, is the word tariff. It's more beautiful than love.
As you probably know, I say you can always become a state. And if you're a state, we won't have a deficit. We won't have to tariff.
In response to US tariffs, Canada has imposed its own countermeasures targeting key American industries.
Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the US trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods.
We stay united. We need to stay united with the 10 provinces and the 3 territories and the federal government. We have to show strength being united, and I've emphasized to the federal government that we have to retaliate hard, not soft, but hard. Meet them dollar for dollar, tariff for tariff.
Why common sense conservatives condemn President Trump's massive, unjust, and unjustified tariffs, which will damage both American and Canadian economies.
American tariffs. Our response will also be far-reaching and include everyday items such as American beer, wine, and bourbon, fruits and fruit juices, including orange juice.
Two of the world's closest allies now at economy odds. The United States and Canada are locked in a trade war, and it's impacting industries, businesses, and everyday people. But how did we get here? Who will come on top?
New tariffs of up to 25% on Canada.
Starting today, February 1st, imported goods from both Canada and Mexico will incur a 25% tariff.
While many oppose this trade war, but some businesses and politicians support it. American steels and aluminum producers argue that tariffs protect domestic jobs and industries from foreign competitions. Similarly, Canadian dairy farmers appreciate the countermeasures that keep their market competitive against US imports. Nationalist political leaders in both countries argue that the trade war strengthens domestic industries and reduces reliance on foreign goods. Certain labor unions also support protective policies, believing they safeguard manufacturing jobs and prevent outsourcing.
I think a great many Americans appreciate that. I'm not sure how the Canadians. I'm not from there.
But there is completely different another side to the story. Agriculture sectors on both sides of the borders are suffering because these tariffs make it harder for farmers to export goods. American soybean and dairy farmers, for example, have seen demand drop in Canada due to counter tariffs. While Canadian agriculture exporters struggles with increased costs in the US market, the auto industry, which relies on seamless cross-border supply chain, is also hit hard with the vehicle price rising and manufacturing jobs at risk. Retail executives warn that continued trade tensions will result in price hikes for everyday essentials affecting consumers directly. US goods export to Canada were valued at approx. $354 billion, while import from Canada stood at $418 billion, whereas Canada's export of services to the United States reached $107 billion, while import of services from the US were $121 billion.
I don't know if we can really view the USA as the reliable partner going forward that we did in the past.
They reinforced the fact that I sold my Florida condo a couple of years ago because I just didn't want to be in the United States anymore.
Then on Feb 4, 2025, this happened.
Pausing tariffs on both Canada and Mexico for at least 30 days.
Canadian manufacturers face higher costs, while American consumers see price hikes on different goods. Farmers on both sides are struggling and companies are caught in the crossfire. And no one is winning this trade war. For many, this trade war isn't just about numbers, it's about livelihoods. What do you think? Who's winning this trade war? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.
But I want you to know, we are all in this together. We don't pretend to be perfect, but Canada is the best country on earth. And there's nowhere else that I and our 41 million strong family would rather be